I came into the game, up under the school of thought of you got to really work hard for it. None's given out for free. And I kind of came into the game in a weird kind of pocket, like right out the CDs was physicals, and then as we going into streaming, so it was just a weird time transition. So I just kind of felt like, I just felt like, if I always got a chance to be in the room with the artist or get the connection, I could get the ideas off. Right. And when that started happening, it was confirmation of that, but it was really confirmation like, okay, you got to work 20 times harder.
20 times harder.
Because, you tell yourself, if I get to this point or this opportunity, if I get in the room, I'm going to run it up. But when you get to the opportunity, it's like you got to really run it up now because you're someone who can get your name called.
Right.
And the worst thing, and I've been guilty of it, don't get your name called and you're not ready.
Yeah.
Because you're going to look like you out of shape. You feel me? And that's something that I done got burnt on a gang of times, and that's something that I think also helps with me coming to the studio every day. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen every day, but I know I'm going to be here working every day.
Yeah.
You don't know when your blessing going to come. You can't show up on Monday from 12 to 8 because your blessing might come Friday at 3 a.m. You got to be here every day. And the more you work and the more releases and stuff come out, that's just more stuff for the catalog. But once it's out, it's out.
It's out. It's out. And
now you got to go get some more.
Some more and create. It's being a creator, and preparation meets opportunity, right?
100%.
Like take advantage of that. Yeah, preparation meets opportunity, but if you ain't ready to swing the bat to hit a grand slam, what was the opportunity?
You wasting it almost.
Wasting it.
And
you wasted your work and all the stuff that you put in. But you talked about how catching Ubers and paying for this and paying for that, and maybe pulling out of your own pocket to build what was to come.
Facts. 100%.
Shit, college ain't free.
Yeah.
Right? That's
100%.
literally your education. You know what I mean? Like you invested in your education and your experience for when that shit does come.
Right.
Look where I'm at now.
Right, 100%. And
I passed this job interview.
Yeah, like I got the job. I got the job.
I got the job.
I'm in my career, and I think honestly, really that's been key in the evolution of my game is just learning the business behind what goes on with the music, because it's the thing that nobody really wants to talk about unless you like a manager or a lawyer. That's your MO. But for the most part, when you're dealing with homies and dealing with the creative, nobody really want to talk business. But the business is really how you could hit that session, do what you got to do, lead that session, and it's actually a career versus you just hanging out doing stuff for free, not getting paid.
Right.
I've done both. Getting paid is obviously ideal, but sometimes it's more tedious, and you got to just be more upfront. Or just, it ain't even tedious. You just got to be upfront sometimes.
Yeah.
And just have uncomfortable conversations. And I think the more you get comfortable with the uncomfortable conversations, you gonna be straight.
And the earlier you have it.
Yeah.
Like the earlier you have that because you're gonna have to have it.
Yeah. 100%.
Let's get this shit out the way.
100%.
We can get a yes or no right here. Like
I do a 2-part system.
Let's
before we start, this is what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And then, you can have conversation stuff, but I'm always been, brought up under the school of like, get it done first. So I make sure the agreement is what it is, and then I go and do the work and get it done with the team. And then afterwards, when it's done, we're going to rewrite back to that initial conversation that we had. Now that it's done, it's a full product in front of you. This was going on. So.
And you can't say that I didn't lay it out. I laid it out in the beginning.
You got to be upfront with everybody who's working on the project, song, any collaborators. You got to be the point person. You got to be the person that people could call if it's an issue or something that they got to figure out. But someone who's really on it is going to make sure they don't even got to do that.
Right.
Already to make sure everybody splits and everything is straight, everybody's getting credited right, and that's just a part of the job. But that's what really, when you execute at a high level, that's what you're doing.
Dude, like now that I'm thinking about it, having this conversation, it's funny how everything flows over into other industries or whatever. Like it's a walk, it's life, right?
Yeah.
Reputation, you know what I mean? Like who you are in the studio, it's a small world.
Yeah,
like
100%.
How you are
100%.
will travel to the next place. Like, this dude is such and such, it's kind of hard to work with, or this and that. You're spending hours with somebody. And
Yeah.
they need to want to be around you. Like,
Yeah,
if
100%.
you're not easy to be around, or like, they're like, I'll take somebody else. I can't be around this cat.
Yeah, that happens, bro. You know, I done had some people, you know, not work with me no more because
Yeah.
they didn't like the process, and it's cool. I love to them, but I think for me is we not about to play about how serious I take this. We should definitely not play about how serious you take it if you're a real artist. So that's something that's a conversation I've had a couple times in life with artists, but you know, it's like for me, it's a little selfish, but I'm gonna just keep it G. I got friends and family that I don't see. You feel me?
Right.
Like I got loved ones I don't see. My grandpa's 107 years old.
What?
He 107 years old. So every day,
Where is he?
he in Compton.
Compton?
Yeah, he live in Compton.
Dude,
He 107. So every day with him is extra credit.
that's a blessing, dude. That's
Nah,
that's
100%.
a blessing.
Thank you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nah, he's the crown jewel of our family. But
That's
I
amazing.
just say that to say I know how much of a blessing that is, and I'm still pulling up every day to work. So when it comes down to just getting it done and then being intentional in the business, we're not about to play with that.
Not about to
We're
play
not
with
about
that.
to play because I know what's on the line, you know? And I don't ever make it seem, you're not even gonna know that that's what's on my mind because we focus on getting it done. But sometimes it might get a little intense because
Yeah.
I'm trying to just make sure what we came here to do, we gotta get done. And sometimes as a producer, you gotta do that.
Why not be serious about your craft?
Yeah,
Why not be
100%.
serious about something that's about to be put out that's going to be out there forever?
Yeah, 100%.
This is not something that disappears.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is-
I mean, I think, you know, not to cut you off, I
Yeah.
think some people just don't know how important certain things are. And then sometimes people do know and they just don't care. So sometimes it's a case by case situation,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Sometimes I'm the person who don't know what's going on and I got to go figure out something so I can step right.
Right.
And I might slow up the process and that's on me. So it's just always a case by case scenario, but you just gotta make sure you're taking it serious though.
Right.
And a lot of times when I slow up, I'm slowing up because I don't know how to step and I don't want to half step or misstep.
Right.
So let me go get the right information. I'll be right back. And I was kind of like, you know, how I try to mitigate the bullshit that's going on.
That's how you don't step out of step. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't want to make a brash decision and make the wrong decision just because I'm feeling pressured up.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if I don't know what to do, I'm going to do nothing. Let me
100%.
figure this shit out before I make a move that could cost me and cost you.
Yeah, and I don't got no ego with reaching out to. If it's someone I know that got that answer, I'm calling.
Dude.
I'm calling. I'm texting. I'm tapping in because a lot of times the information be free.
Right. Who are you tapping in with? Like, say if you do come up against a situation where you're just not sure,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't even got to be music or whatever, but just when you need to make that call, who are you calling?
Man, I call. It's a couple of people I call. I think for more like the legal business publishing stuff. Shout out to my guy Lamont Graves.
Okay.
I'm signed to the Graves firm, so he handles all my like publishing,
Mm-hmm.
admin stuff like that. He's a super genius when it comes to royalties, producer, artists getting paid. He's been doing this for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So he's like super established. So we started working maybe like 2022, 2023, and sometimes I just call him for advice on things
Okay.
because as a producer, there's a lot of different things you got to do to navigate this space, and he's someone who works with a lot of different talent. Like he works with the top of the top, he works with the independent artists, he works with everybody in between. So he's always kind of seeing the trends, what's working, what's not working, how producers getting paid now. So I just, a lot of information I'll be kind of relaying to him.
Yeah.
See what he thinks. Problem, Jason Martin, Mike
Shout out,
Keys.
Paul, shout out
he's a
Jason
guy.
Martin, Mike Keys. Yeah, you got some dope people next to you.
Yeah.
Dope people next to you that are solid ass people. But you're not just present. You're not just here. You know what I mean? Like you're not just here, just wasting space. You in the presence of greatness that the greatness trusts you,
Yeah.
and they're pouring life into you. What does that tell you?
Man, it's inspiring, man. Shit. It's
Tell me
know-
it tells me all this shit.
yeah,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. The homies, it's like the homies is super. I'm not gonna say they're like super tough on me, but the homies is like coaches.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
See,
Yeah,
that-
Pop
okay.
and them is older than me. So
That's it.
Mike and them is older than me. So for
So
me,
they see themselves.
yeah,
They see
so they
themselves
like-
in you. They like,
yeah, they be
okay.
on my head. Like I said, Mike called me every morning, 7, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. He here, so he calling me like, "What's up? I got 2 kids." how I beat you to the studio.
Right.
You feel me? He called me every morning at 8 a.m. So it could get annoying, but also too, it's gonna just make you up your game. Cause I don't want to hear that. So I'm gonna just show up early and just be there, and we're gonna be working. When I pull up, it ain't just, nothing going on. It's always something going on. It's always an artist. There have been days, it's been 4 artists in here. So he like, AC, we gotta control the session. We gotta control the energy. What's up? You're not here for nothing, get to work. So, it's like, when we had briefly met, I had explained like, I really feel like what we got right here is like the new Death Row, just minus all the gangster shit. There's nowhere in the city you're gonna be able to come get this type of talent. The energy is like this. The who's who of the industry is pulling up. We getting real work done. It's a real solid program, and we got a real output of music. Like I don't want to butcher the number, but we somewhere north of like 500 to 750 records done last year. And I might be butchering the number.
Wait, last year. You said
2025, just what we did here. Yeah, it's like every day. We been here every day, 7 days a week. So we got a lot of work done, and a lot of it, isn't released yet. Obviously, we just, Mike and Keys and everybody whole, like, I guess theory is, let's stack the records up. Let's work, let's collect all the records, because we don't know which one's gonna be the one.
Right.
So we're just gonna keep working with artists that we vibing with. We're gonna keep building. When we feel like we got a good selection of records, we're gonna make a decision on what's the best. And I think that's just another practice that I seen working with the homies, that this is how you curate amazing albums.
You guys are creating art. It's art.
Yeah,
you stacking the art.
It's a real process to it though. And it's like, even like, working with Mike and Keys, they're super picky about the music.
Okay.
Like I've seen them go through 100 samples in one day to be like, oh yeah, this one right here, this the one. And they can't even explain why it goes so crazy. Yeah, they like, nah, this the one though. I be trying to ask Mike, I'm like, how you know when it's the one? He'd be like, bro, it's just the vibe. He'll just give you a weird answer like that. It's just the vibe, bro. So, just being picky. But I look at it as just being selective.
Selective.
Something that when you hear, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, there's something I don't want to turn off. And when you kind of see their track record and all the releases and stuff, and should we be a part of, it kind of tracks. It's music that sound like it's classic.
Dude, that's 570 that made it. Like there's
I'm saying like just records that we have compiled.
But do you guys make a record like, all right, I'm gonna move on to something else?